Hey guys, I'm Arwen, the professional joy seeker. Feels like forever since I've done a video. Pretty sure I did one last week. It's been a crazy week. So, about a week ago, maybe a little longer, my husband and I trapped a small gray kitten about yay big in the garage. And I've been feeding him. I assumed it was a he and giving him water and, putting some booster powder and wet food so he got healthy. I came home Wednesday. I went and got groceries for we were doing a tiny Thanksgiving Day celebration, just my husband and I. And I pulled into my driveway, and up against our garage was this, like this big black and white kitten curled up against the garage. I got out and meowed at her. She said, "Meow," and ran. So I went in the trap. I talked to my husband on the phone, tried to borrow a trap first. Nobody had one that I could borrow. So I went to our Tractor Supply, got bird seed since the birds were fixing a mutiny on me, and got a trap it's about, yep, yeah, that wide, that high, and, about that long. It's a perfect size for trapping a cat. And put it out there. This is after I have tried a failed attempt of making a kennel with a little cord so I could just pull it shut when the kitten ran in. The kitten was like, "Yeah, lady, not happening." But anyway, I put the trap out and then I check it every 45 minutes. I'm out there. I just peeking around the corner to see. Finally, snap, I get the kitten. I bring her in, put her in the bathroom. Not happy. Immediately goes under the armoire. We have a big armoire in our bathroom with, a small clearance. Then I decide I'm getting garage kitty. So I put the trap out there, get him within 5 minutes. He's like, boom, in. Bring him in, and he goes hurtling in, dives under the armoire. And I put food and water down for him, leave him alone, come back and check on him in a little bit. And they're both in the little cubicle like this. So I decided I would start. I'm pretty good with taming cats. Usually I have good judgment. I don't know if you can see there and right there to prove that my judgment is not always good. The little black and white one let me pet her under the chin, so I thought I'd pick her up. Not a good idea. Hi, Bentley. She says, "You're talking about other cats, aren't you?" So the little black and white bottle bites the crap out of me. But then I keep going back in and giving them food, and they eat. They're eating really well, but she's lethargic. Like she was laying out on a towel, and I would walk in the bathroom, and she wouldn't run. I got really concerned. One of my other cats had a vet appointment for Friday, so I called them, and we swapped out vinegar for black and white. That's what I was calling her. So we get black and white in a dog kennel. We're thinking the dog kennel has openings on either end and a side opening, so it's going to be easier to manage, right? Well, we have to catch the gray kitten, which is a comedy of errors. I fell. I don't think I bruised up. A little right there. But it was insanely funny. My husband manages to grab this cat. We towel him, put him in the kennel. Well, we put the kennel outside so that the dogs and our cats won't bother them. The bigger of the two kittens puts his head sideways and goes, "Bloop." My husband said he's never seen anything like it. And then we're afraid the black and white kitten's going to get out, so we take her back in. Anyway, I get to the vet with one kitten, not two. And we haven't seen the gray kitten since. I've got the trap out, but it won't. I've already trapped two wrong cats who were really ticked off with me. So right now I've got it just open. So if he comes by, it's not going to trap him. It's not going to scare him. And I'm going to start putting food out there and get him hopefully back. He's healthy, so If I don't get him back, at least I know he had a week of good food and medicine and, that. I'd like to catch him so I can at least get him neutered or spayed, whatever it is. I keep calling them him. But I bring the black and white kitten to the vet. They have to put her in a tiny little cat sack. And the vet is on one knee, kneeling, because we're trying to determine sex. She's got the cat's tail up and she's doing this, and she's had to wipe feces out of the way because, of course, the kitten had diarrhea, And I looked at her and said calmly, did you ever think when you were little that your dream job would be kneeling on the floor staring at a cat's ass? She falls out. I fall out. The two vet techs are kind of like, ha. But so we get the kitten vaccinated. Oh, and we blood tested first, and we're all like this because she's so lethargic, right? We're really worried she's got feluke or something. Completely clean. Now, the big news is this kitten is this big. She's 2 pounds. Okay? 2 pounds a cat. I'm thinking she's 8 or 10 weeks. She's 5 months old at least. 2 pounds. She was so lethargic that everybody agreed that she probably was not going to be much longer for the world. And that's why she came to find her little brother. She heard him mewing in there, and she was curled up outside the garage, I think, just to try to get to her sibling. But as of today, I've been hand feeding her wet food. She's got dry food and water, all she can have. And I've been going in. I did twice yesterday, but I'm doing 3 times today. After I do all this, I'm going to go give her a night food. I can now reach in and pick her up. She doesn't like it. She's not happy about it, right? But she'll let me hold her, and then I'll put her in my lap and give her food. Tonight, when I go into the restroom, I always talk to her. And I picked her up tonight and held her and was just talking to her. And all of a sudden, she kind of I felt so good. We are calling her Seki, which I don't know if it's really a nickname for Sekhmet, but it is in my world. And so Seki is, people have donated to her fund. And if you want, I put a PayPal link up there for paypal.com or paypal.me/Arwen. And even if it's $1, it helps. Right now, we've paid off her first shots, which is like $136. And the rest of it is going to go towards her spay. She has to have a dental. Her adult canines on bottom and top have come in, but the baby teeth haven't extruded out. So they're going to have to be extracted. And I'd like to get her microchipped. I've got somebody that wants her. They're in Pittsburgh. So my hope is that we can get enough in donations to get her spayed, get her rest of her shots done and her dental and the microchip, and then maybe help her mom get down here to Albuquerque. I'm not in Albuquerque, but get down here to New Mexico to get the kitten and then take her back under the seat because it's too cold. No airlines will ship any live animals, I think, if it's below 50 degrees down here because it's way colder up there, and baggage compartments generally aren't, heated and cooled. So, crazy week. If you go to my Facebook page, you can see pictures of Seki. And I just put some new ones up earlier today. She's super cute. She's a little black and white kitten, I think she's going to have longer hair. But I can still, y'all, when you pet her, it's like down her backbone. And bloop, bloop at her hip bones. She's so thin. So, and I'm feeding her, it's a can of kitten food like this. It's Science Diet kitten food. And so she ate a third of it this morning, a third of it this afternoon. A little more than a third of it this afternoon. She's still got some left. So I'm going to take that into her later tonight and just see if she'll eat it. She's eating off a spoon. Part of my cat ruining is what my husband calls me. He says I'm a cat ruiner. He said the cats are perfectly fine to come in, get a pet, and go away. But it is something I love doing. If I had to make a choice between doing this, reading tarot, or saving kittens and cats, I'm sorry, y'all. I'd go for the kittens and cats in a heartbeat. It's not that it not working with y'all isn't rewarding, but there's something special about holding a tiny kitten that was so wild it bit you, and in a few days you've got her at least sitting in your arms and purring. Now, her purr could have been fear-based. Cats purr for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it's just to comfort themselves. But this is what I did with Federico. He had to let me pick him up, and I would hold him till he purred, and then I'd kiss him and put him down. And now he's my love bump. He's a little put out right now. He knows there's another cat here, and he's not as happy about it. He's not as compassionate for others. I think that maybe he needs, learn a little Christmas spirit. But he is, she's really sweet. If we get her little brother, who I've been calling Ghost because he's a gray ghost, I'll probably do the same thing. If I've got extra money, all of it's going to these kittens. Anything that comes in extra will be donated to our local rescue. They're so full they can't take feral kittens. And I completely understand that. If you've got pets that are friendly and socialized already and you need to get those good homes, it's kind of a waste of time to focus on the ferals. So there's a group called Alley Cat Allies, if you're interested. There's a branch in Albuquerque that I'm going to get involved with. They do trap, neuter, and release. So I really want to do something like that. It really speaks to me as a good thing to do. And if you're looking for something to do, donate a bit of your time to a good charity, that might be something you like. So, somebody wanted the PayPal link. Let me see if this works. PayPal me R1. And just mark it feral kitten or sec me or whatever you want to say, but make sure you let me know that it is for the kitten. So that I know. Did that work? I'm testing it. Oh, I don't want to leave the site. Cancel. Let's see. Let me see if I can open it up this way. Open link in new tab. Maybe that'll work. That works. Okay. And if you can't get that to work, you can PayPal me at readings@tarotbyarwin.com. Okay, so we're going to use Jillian C. Wild's Naked Heart Tarot. Oh. She's having a really awesome sale right now, so you can check out her sale and maybe snag a deck or snag a deck for a friend. Thank you so much for helping, y'all. And you know what? If you can't give money, which is totally understandable, share the link. Go to my Facebook and share that, because we never know who in our group might have, oh gosh, I've got $5, boop. I've got $2, boop. I've gotten anywhere from $1 to $50 for this kitten. So, and right now I'm like, kitten shots are paid off, and I think I'm at $96 ahead on the surgery. We don't have a low-cost surgery where I am. I would have to drive this kitten an hour and a half one way or 4 hours another way. I'm not going to do that to her. She's already traumatized. And if we don't get enough money, we'll pay for it. It's okay. I will pay for it. I just felt like maybe this time I could get a little help, because we're not keeping her. And Federico was my cat. He was mine. So no way am I going to ask people to help me with him. So I'd really appreciate sharing it or whatever you can do, because she's a sweet little girl and she deserves a chance. And she deserves to be a little bit bigger. I'm hoping with all the food she's consuming, she'll get a head get back up into. She'll never get her weight class. I don't think she'll ever be a full-grown cat because of her stunted growth. I mean, at 5 months old, she should be bigger. You know, she just should be maybe 6 pounds. And one of my cats is a stunt growth cat. She was an inbred cat. So like her daddy was her uncle and her grandfather, I think. But, and she's 6 pounds full grown. So it happens, and she's perfectly fine. But Seki needs a little extra. She needs a little help. So we went out and bought the Science Diet kitten food for her. You know, you can buy the cheap stuff, but if you're going to try to help her, you should give her the food she needs. And we also got dry kitten food. So, love and light to Kaya Blue. She's got a new channel. Kaya, throw your link up, baby. It may not let you, but we'll try to let it go through. So, we're going to read with Jillian C. Wild's Naked Heart. Let me see. Okay, it was shuffled. I just made sure it shuffled. And because I couldn't find another Oracle deck really fast, we're reading with this again. I hope y'all will forgive me. This is for, and the other thing I'm doing is an Amazon Weird contest. There's no prize, no nothing like that. I'm just challenging you to find something weirder than the link I posted up top. And post it in here, okay? And sometimes YouTube won't let you, but I'll come over and I'll approve all the ones that come through. But this one, I'm pretty sure is the winner. But if y'all can out-weird me, do it. Queen Blues Lagoon. Are you Orisha? Lagoon, I believe, is one of the Orishan deities. I'm not sure, but the thing in the link is funny. It really is. If you do it, you've got to let me know what he says. So Queen Blues Lagoon is her channel. So y'all go find her and say hi. Maria is a musician. She's a violinist, I believe. Is that correct, Maria? Do I remember correctly that you do violin or viola? Well, if you do violin, you do viola. Here is the oracle card for our group. And I call us a tribe. And I call us a tribe using the word as the Celts were a tribe, as the Romans were tribes. There's a lot of discussion around whether tribe is isolated to Aboriginal use as a Native American. Viola. Okay. But so when I use tribe in my mind, I'm using it in terms of what the Celtics called themselves tribes and that. So it's a group, a connected family, a connected, it's a connected group of people. So you can be my Joy Patrol too. Let's take a look at what our oracle is for our Joy Patrol. Beauty, radiance, self-esteem, and strength. Oh, and if y'all have an idea of what color nail polish I should do next, let me know. I'm going this week. Beauty. She's using a variety of flowers. She's got orange blossoms. She's got what I think are asters. Just a whole bunch of different stuff, even acorns and oak leaves here. Radiance, self-esteem, and strength. Beauty is within, right? We've all heard that. It can be hard to look at yourself in the mirror and go, I'm beautiful. Particularly when you're going, oh, look, I got gaffy teeth, see? And they see that, they see that. So, be kind to yourselves this week. Particularly after Thanksgiving, right? If you celebrate Thanksgiving or if you just ate a lot, you may be feeling a little poopy. Everybody, I've got one blue or green. I'll have to try it. This is kind of this is teal. It's not showing up really well. It looks blue to me, but it's a a greener blue. But beauty, I think that a good mantra for us is today I acknowledge my own beautiful self. Today I acknowledge my own beautiful self. Today I acknowledge my own beautiful self. And help others see themselves too, right? You know, your child's putting on their jeans like, oh, I'm too fat, I can't fit in these. You know, you're healthy. Okay, so maybe the kid needs to adjust their eating habits or adjust their activity habits, right? Because we all could, some of us. I could, you know, I'm over 200 pounds. I could use some adjustment. But it doesn't mean that I'm not beautiful in this moment. It doesn't mean that the only beauty I can see is future Arwen, 50 pounds lighter Arwen, Arwen with her fixed teeth, right? That sort of stuff. That doesn't, it's not healthy, guys. It's just not healthy. Be kind to yourselves this week, okay? We're coming into super stressful times with the start of Thanksgiving. There are a lot of people out there who are already depressed, and this time just depresses them more. Either they can't get to family, they're alienated from their family, you know, they have toxic family that they choose to stay away from, and it's healthier for them, but it's still hurtful because it kind of brings up, you look around and all your friends are going, I'm off to see my grandma, I'm off to see my cousin, I'm off to see my brother, you know, or maybe they've lost a family member. It's hard. So when somebody lashes out or reacts, kind of give them some space and remember that holiday isn't holiday for everybody. And that's what we have to really think about. You don't have to look in the mirror to acknowledge your own beautiful self. Good point, Kay. Very good point. And Kay, y'all, is my best friend. And she is, in fact, beautiful. So, right, have a happy holiday. It's hard. It's what are some other things we can say to people, you know, to acknowledge that it's a holiday time? I don't know, you know. I hope you have a lovely day. You know, I do say have a happy holiday to people. And I didn't even think about the fact that, you know, that might be hurtful to those people that aren't having a happy day. So I'll have to kind of adjust that. You know, if somebody wishes me a Merry Christmas, I used to get really mad, right? Happy Yule. Joyous Yule, y'all. Happy solstice. What good is it? What good is it to get all crazy like that? It's not. So if somebody says, I'm going to say a prayer for you or have a blessed day, that's my biggest one. I'm going to rewrite my story. And when I say rewrite my story, what I mean is when somebody says, I am, you know, have a blessed day, I'm going to say, thank you, you too. They can take it as me being a Christian. I can take their blessed day as being pagan. It all works. Lynn works in the psychiatric field. So yeah, you do have to be very conscious of that. Now, let's go look at the Tarotscopes, because I do have to go and do my patrons Tarotscopes, where I do the individual Tarotscopes for each sign. So now, yeah, adjusting our thinking and behavior. And here's my deal, guys. I will if the Latter-day Saints, I think they don't want to be called Mormons anymore, if Latter-day Saints come to my door and ask me if they can come in and talk, I will let them. Why? Not because they're going to change my mind. Because their faith tells them to go out and witness. Who am I to say fuck you or bugger off or whatever, because when I do that, and then I want to talk to somebody in their religion about my religion, and they're like, oh no, I've set that up. So being kind and open, having an open mind doesn't mean you're going to take on everybody else's beliefs. And I love what Jen says. She says, prayer and blessed are universal terms. Yes. And Kay, I'll let them talk to me and pray for me as long as they'll allow me the same courtesy. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and Kay, I think you were with us when it was you, me, might have been James, John, and maybe Robert, but we were sitting up on the levee, and some well-meaning Christians came by, and they were witnessing, and they weren't Mormons, they weren't Latter-day, and they said, have you found Jesus? And James, who is a smart-mouthed, funny man, whips around and says, oh my God, have you lost him again? I don't recommend that. While it's funny, it's hurtful, but we still giggle about it. We're going to look at this group's Tarotscopes now. And I draw a main card, that's the theme for the week, and then a blessing card and a challenge card. And if you are a small business owner, I highly recommend purchasing Teresa Reed. She's known as the Tarot Lady. And go to her website. It's thetarotlady.com, and look for her Astro Biz Digest. It's right now like $99 a year. Totally worth it. You get an email every week, plus one on the first of the month. And she's doing short, pithy, day by day, and who has a power day, who has a weekday, and what you need to focus on. Amazing stuff, y'all. Amazing. If you have any kind of a business, or even, I find it really useful for personal stuff too, but she builds it for business. But I really think it's worth the money. I don't get any kind of a kickback from it. Teresa is a friend of mine, but I think it's really good stuff. So, la, 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 la. Oh, and if anybody here is a crocheter, I can hook you up with people who make interchangeable crochet hooks with hand-turned wood handle. So you can get a handle that you like and put interchangeable crochet hooks on it. Pretty cool stuff. Okay. What is the Universal Sparks message for the Joy Seeker tribe? And if you're watching this, you're part of the Joy Seeker tribe. And thanks for sharing this, guy. I really appreciate it. Cardinal Woodwork. Fire Bloodlust, or Fire's Bloodlust. Cardinal, like the bird, Woodwork on Facebook, and they're out of Missouri. Thank you, Jennifer. Burgess. Oh, look at here, look at here, look at here. Anybody have any guess what card that is? Death. Dun, dun, dun. I'll wait till those at the back have finished screaming. This is a beautiful card. Now, if you're new to tarot, or if you're not new to tarot, you may not know that death doesn't always represent physical death. Rarely, in fact, does it say physical death. It's change. It's heart change. It's change that you may not really willingly go into, but it's change. It's change like a divorce, loss of a job, beginning of a job. It is a gorgeous card. Jillian is a wonderful artist, y'all. Wonderful. These cards are on sale right now. I'm telling you, she's having a big ass Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. So, change. We're facing some change this week. We've just come into Sagittarius, so that's kind of a given. We've still got Mercury retrograde. December 6th, I think, is when it goes direct. So what kind of change do we need to think about? Let's change how we look at each other. Let's change how we look at ourselves. That can be hard because we are ingrained, particularly if you're a female. Guys, no worry to you. I mean, no ugliness to you, but women are raised to be self-deprecating. Does this dress make my ass look fat? Oh my God, I got to get my hair cut. Look, I've got gray. Oh, my nails are awful. I haven't gotten them filled in. My teeth are bad. Oh, look, a skin tag. That's the ugliest thing in the... If we could change how we talk to ourselves and then expand that out in how we talk to others, it would be beautiful. Now, one of the biggest problems is if I change how I talk to somebody who's very negative and always mean to me, it doesn't mean they're going to change. I have to change how I react to what they're saying. I cannot change them. That's the hula hoop thing, right? I can only change what's in my hula hoop. Oh, and I know zero is bad for you, but y'all, Sprite Cranberry Zero is the bomb diggity. And it only comes out this time of year. So I'm hoarding it. But remember that when you're working to change yourself and how you think and how you do, if the other person still stays the same, that's okay. You weren't trying to change them. You are only changing yourself. You can only control yourself. Say it with me. I can only control myself. So, if you want people in your house to start eating healthier, too bad, so sad. You can't. You can change yourself. You can start eating healthier. You know? Now, if you're lucky like I am and your spouse also wants to change their eating habits, so much the better. But you still cannot blame your lapses on them, no matter how easy it is. I am just preaching today. My God, let me get off my soapbox. Whoa. Okay, here is our blessing. Ooh, our blessing for the changes death brings. I can hear Kay now. It's the Father of Swords. And those are not leaves he's coming out of. There's your winged bugs. I don't know what they are. If they're moths, if they're not butterflies. They're not dragonflies. They might be some type of dragonfly. I think maybe. But anyway. The Father of Swords, particularly in how we control ourselves, is the Thought King. He is the person who says, this is my focus. This is what I want to do. This is it. Wait, cranberry ginger ale? Shut the front door. Now I'm on a mission. On a mission. Okay. Sorry, Burgess took me completely off track. See how I blamed it on her? I don't listen to myself much. But the Father of Swords is about thoughts. He's about cutting things, cutting thoughts, cutting away what's not working for you. And cutting, sharp edge. This is not a dull sword here, right? This is not a, I'm trying to cut something. This is a, oh, look, I cut everything, including my leg. So, be aware of your thoughts around change. You got to conquer this first before you can even think about your hula hoop. This. Squeamy baby. What could our challenge be? Really, universe? I try to get it focused on me. The Two of Cups. Now, I hadn't noticed this before, but because it's on the challenge side, I'm seeing this as codependency, right? Those two hearts are connected. They're codependent. One cannot last without the other. Yeah. Codependency is a buzzword because it's a crappy thing to be. Being codependent means your happiness depends on another person, what they do or say or don't do or say, or allowing somebody in your life to make you that person. You know, have you ever had somebody who you thought was a little clingy? Codependent. So codependency, think about change being hard. If I depend on my husband, or Kay, I'll pick on Kay because she's right here. And I used to do this. I couldn't go somewhere if somebody else didn't go with me. No, just didn't. I was codependent on other people. And it was not just person, it was just anybody for me to go somewhere to feel safe. Yeah, it had some psychological stuff. And yeah, I went to talk therapy to get over it. But, right, thank you. Burgess nails it. Codependency is not good at all. Even if you're financially dependent on someone else, you do not have to be emotionally dependent. That's so true. So don't let codependency, that emotional, clingy stuff, get in the way of your mental stuff around this big change. Because here's the thing about the death card. Now, come in and listen really closely. It's going to happen anyway. Whether you're codependent or whether you're a kick-ass mental ninja, change is going to happen. How you approach it is going to put you in the driver's seat or in the speed bump position. I don't know about you, but when big-ass change comes at me, I would rather be in the driver's seat. Being a speed bump, personal experience, not fun. So, thanks for joining me. This has been a rather long main video. I'm off to do the video for my patrons. If you want to join us, go to Patreon, patreon.com, and look for Arwen Lynch. And maybe my darling moderator, any one of them, I have several, would throw that link up. Because I'd love to have you join us. It's $5 a month, and you get your individual Tarotscopes for each week. So, and it's live like this. Seek joy, y'all. And please remember this one thing. If nobody else says this to you today or tonight, I love you. I love you. And I really, really mean that. You are important to me, and you're perfect as you are right now. You don't have to be, your future you isn't who I love. I love you right now. Okay? So, thank you, Pangaya. Y'all seek joy, and please share this video, and don't forget about the Amazon contest. Find me something weird.